Hi there, well, fresh from the UK Games Expo yesterday, had a fantastic time. This is the brand spanking new Mayfair edition of Agricola. The new streamlined Agricola, I should say. So let's just get straight to the comparisons. Well, first of all, I don't know if it was just our printing a bit, I'm pretty sure it hasn't faded at all. The top part of the box is more yellow on the old version, more orange on the new. Other than that, the style seems to be the same, other than this is old version Z-Man. I've kept the shrink on so you can see there's no confusion here. It says now with wooden animals. We have all them bits and pieces anyway. And if we look, there's some subtle changes to the artwork on the front. There is differences to the sheep. He's got more shadowing on his face there. What's in the bowl has changed, definitely, by the looks of it. Yeah, definitely different on the bowl. The farm with the plough here, the ox, I would guess, has changed, even though it's still an ox. The highlighting of the sky has changed a bit. The Collis roseus is still exactly the same. Look at the cockerel. He's just sat there on this this lintel or whatever framework on the old version, and here he's actually crowing. He's got his wings open and stuff. The pig here is just looking a bit sad with his head down on the original, and he's looking up proudly, or it's a hog, isn't it, or something, on this one. He's still got the little kids peeping around the corner. So a few changes on the box, and of course there's not these awards and stuff printed on this Mayfair one. And the back, well, that's upside down, should not be. It's a pet hate of mine, that. Normally have them the right way up. So, yeah, you can see, changed a bit. Not much though, you know, with the artwork on the back. So let's dive into the box and see. We can keep that one out for some sort of comparison. So I've just got some of the contents of the old version out just so we can do a few comparisons. Let's have a look. So it's promised to be a little bit streamlined, this. The people from Mayfair said it's pretty much the same game, but it's a streamlined version. Plays up to 4 out the box. The original version plays 5 out the box. We have played the original version with 6 because there is a variant, and I printed it out and we've used it to play 6. And it worked pretty well. Straight away got that lovely newness smell coming from that, pretty strong. And it looks good. There's a lot for your money here, isn't there? There's a good weight to this. And we're definitely in Camp Agricola over Caverna. We love Agricola. Caverna we found a good game, but we missed the cards too much. Right, so meeples, well, sheep and the cows here and the pigs. Okay, great stuff. We have all this stuff anyway. We pimped out our original version. Wheat here and clay, pumpkins and reed and stone. The stone looks a bit odd, doesn't it, that black. We have like nice grey stones for our bits. In fact, our original one it has all these bits here. So and we put the boggly eyes on. That was quite a recent addition after seeing it on the net, and that looks good. Farmers of the Moor stuff. Just to show you comparisons really of what, but our stone, you can get these bits. I think we might still use a stone because that just looks like a bit more like stone, I reckon. Anyway, we have a die for start player, for who's going to be the start player, and a little start player marker. I say we've played many games of Agricola. It's good when you get a game that, you know, it's paid for itself 100 times over, because we've played such a lot of Agricola. So this new stuff all looks pretty good. We do have men and stuff, and as family members rather than the discs. I like the look of this. We've got the red, we've got the nude, we've got the purple, and we've got the blue, and they're all quite nice colours there, aren't they? So very nice. We've got the smaller sticks as opposed to the fences, as opposed to the chunkier ones out the original edition. You see they're quite chunky, aren't they? Yeah, so that looks all fine. Lots of baggies there, nice. Another scoring pad. I actually put that one on the Geek for file. That's a nice easy scoring reference, and it's got Farmers of the Moor, a point for each horse if you play with that as well. So here's the meat of the stuff here that changes, I guess, with the boards. Oh, what's this? The loose card here. Well, is that a promo? Is it? I don't know. It's on its own, so who knows? Place 1 food in each of the next 5 round spaces. At the start of these rounds, you get the food. That's a major improvement card by the looks of it. Worth 4 victory points at the end of the game. Cost a wood and free stone. So there we go. The well in the bottom of the box there. You could say, oh well. So we've got an appendix here. All looks pretty good. It'd be interesting to see if there is any rule changes whatsoever. It's simplified or slightly simplified and streamlined play. There must be some slight changes, I guess. Okay, well, let's have a look. All very neatly packaged, isn't it? Extremely neat. Let's have a look. I do like this jigsaw idea. Like some old workshop games used to have the interlocking jigsaw stuff. So let's put these in the new box. It's got these punchboard sheets here. Now I did see some comment about them being slightly thinner, but to be honest, if they're thinner, it is slight. This must come off the edge, mustn't it? Or was that interlocking? That's got to come off the edge there, hasn't it? Would you say so, Donna? Yeah, it comes off. Yeah, and depending on player count, whoops, we're not getting that right, so let's have a look. Oh, that's a nice touch, isn't it, on the back? So that's the main board. Let's take this interlocking bit off here. We won't be needing that. And carefully this bit, it does punch pretty well. And there's our main board. So it's got these folds in. I'd hope they'll stand up to the test of time. I hope so, because the other boards just put together. It certainly looks nice. The original Agricola boards we have here, they go in this sort of setup. Imagine that flat. Now, if you're not playing the family game, and there we go. There's the original board setup, and they just butt up to each other. And then if you're playing the family game, you're over that side there. Oh, and of course the major improvements goes over to the right as well. And then we have the player boards themselves. Let's have a look and see. Now, yeah, my only concern is the folding. It's I thought the whole thing was interlocked, and we did see this out actually, and I never took too much attention to it. But I just hope them folds do stand up to time. I like this bit, the way it jigsaws in. That looks really neat. And to be honest, the overall appearance is definitely a big improvement. I like this with the reed bank and the way it actually streams into the little fish pond here. I like that. The artwork has changed quite a bit. So if we look here, look at the artwork on this. If we can get the look, there's your fishing. So look, if we put these side by side, these here is this bit here. There's the fishing pond. Look, it's brighter. Look at the reed. There's your reed now. Your clay pit. It's actually got the digging out the clay rather than just clay in a barrow. The wood is just like it shows you a forest rather than the logs there. The plough a field. And look again. It's alright, it's just my cutter there. Yeah, look, it's just I suppose it's more defined action spaces. I like it. What do you think, Donna?
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. It's more. I don't know. It does. I think it is a nice improvement. Now that is for this I like as well. That's for 3 players. And if we want to go to 4 players, the maximum player count, we just flip it over. That's a nice touch. I like that. And then look. I mean, this is really nice. If we want to go to 2 players, then we just stick that in with all the reminders for the scoring and stuff there. And a solo game. I've never played Agricola solo. We can stick that on there. And I guess for the 5 and 6 player expansion, it's going to be some more. I would think more cards, another player board, and it's going to be another one of these, isn't it? With 5 on one side and 6 on the other. So quite a neat idea, actually. I do believe there is talk of a 10-year anniversary edition for next year. So we've got overview of the stages here. This is quite nice, isn't it? And a side job sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But build a stable, so a wood, 1 times a stable and or bake bread. That goes in the 1 to 4 player game. You will use that. The main boards. I don't think these feel any thinner. They look just the same, other than, let's get a main board. There is some differences here I can see straight away with the buildings. With your building, I should say, that's printed. Let's get a standard board. Here we go. Yeah, so now it shows it as one complete unit. Again, lovely artwork. And we used to have to put the tiles out. Here's some, which I like these. We used to have to put the tiles out to show that, and now they're already pre-printed, I guess, on there, and you're just gonna have to put your own, well, the new tiles out. So yes, that's changed a little. And what else can we see? So here it had, on this board at least, had room for storing your different bits and pieces. Not really needed. You got room here anyway to do that. A different sort of more mountain setup on the back there. In the old one, just if anybody ever gets these, I think these are out the goodies. You ended up with this sort of thing, and we often play them. We got it's like a ranch one. He's there with a stream. The autumn one, you like that one, don't you, Donna, with the leaves and everything. I like this one, playing on Mars or the moon. I think it's Mars, isn't it? We've got a spaceship there. Yeah, so there's a few different types of boards and things. So the player boards, that's one of the old ones, sorry. Yeah, they look all pretty good. I like them. Good thickness still to them. And here we go. So here's the tiles. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the. So we've got the clay housed rooms. They look very similar, don't they? Pretty much the same size. All individual artwork on them, which is the same as in the base game of the original. Let's have a look. They are slightly smaller. Yeah, look, they are slightly smaller. As for thickness, interestingly, the new stuff's slightly thicker, but these are really like that hard, brittle card. I've always thought they have a good clack to them. You can have really thick card that just separates in its poor quality. The Agricola, the original stuff's so condensed and it's almost like, well, you know, it's really good. It's not like cardboard even. So yeah, but that looks a good compressed. You can see there's no gaps or anything. So this all looks good as well. We've got the food tokens there with dinner plates, and the multiplier tokens there in case you run out of stuff. There's the artwork on the back. There we go. This is different. Cops. Modest wish for children. Oh, so that's the Love Shack, isn't it? With room only for round 5. Oh, so that comes out as a separate little board. It's interesting. Great artwork there. The animal market here. With room only again. The old Love Shack there. Oh, look at this, 5 food. That's quite good. Big like mug there. Plenty more tiles. Yeah, it's great looking down, like 3-dimensional artwork, isn't it? Really nice. They're new, whatever they're for. Oh, they'll be the visitors, won't they? When you can get extra hired helps and stuff. Yeah. Ploughed fields on the back. And there's our major improvement board. With that there. Let's have a look at the cards. Let's have a look at the card deck. Because I know this has been changed. Again, Clemens Franz has done the artwork, I think, on this, hasn't he? And he's great artwork. Really nice and clean artwork here. Love it. Now, I think, if I remember Mushroom Collector, I love it. I just really want to play Agricola right now, and in fact I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up and have a play of this. Seeing some very familiar cards here, and some not so. I mean, the Stonecutter, yeah, the Animal Dealer, yeah. I think this is, so these are like almost like a best of, aren't they? I think they've, apparently I remember reading somewhere that these are going to be, when you draft, we draft in Agricola. So these are the occupations. Now, they don't say it on the back. To be honest, I don't know. I prefer it if they did. Because I know it's only a silly little thing. There's only occupations, minor improvements and major improvements. But, yeah, I suppose, just, you know, I'm just thinking of new players. But anyway, they're the old, these are the new. Great artwork. Just have it for quick reference. I know they sleeve these, so they might look slightly different. But, so there's how they, similar to what they used to be, or what they used to be like. There is some change here. The writing seems to be larger. That is a major plus, you know, because so many people, especially play the father-in-law, doesn't he? He loves Agricola. It's one of his favourite games, if not his favourite game. And you can't overlook the fact that some text is too small for the older player. So it's really nice. You know, you can play Agricola now until you're 90. How cool's that? Yeah, so big plus for the larger text on the cards. That's pretty awesome. And I do like the more dynamic artwork on these. And Clemens Franz is a fantastic artist. There's some cards in these older decks that, yeah, they're more like, there's a mixture. There's like, that's the Netherlands deck. The here, and they use proper pictures and stuff, and I don't like it. I love the Clemens Franz artwork. It's just Agricola. Yeah, really nice. So there we go. That is the occupations. Put them to one side, the new occupations. Now what we got here, let's have a look. Minor improvements. There we go. Minor improvement deck. Minor improvement deck. So look how it's changed. Again, these are just Clockwork Man look. So if we look, it just, I'm trying to see the differences, that if they are there, they're subtle, aren't they? And we've gone back to the smaller writing, although no, so a lot of it, if it, yeah, no, there is larger writing. So it's just the main body of the text is definitely larger writing on the whole. Yeah, so there's the old stuff, and here's the new stuff. Let's have a look more at the new stuff. Rammed clay next to a hand plough. I'm saying nothing. Okay, so really nice, great quality. And then we got the major improvements, so let's have a look at those. It'd be interesting to see what decks they and how they shape this now. You know, there's definitely going to be that 2-player expansion coming out, and what decks come out next. It's going to be really interesting. So the major improvement cards here, very vibrant. Let's have a look at the major improvements over here. The old stuff. You can see it's definitely an improvement, isn't it? Again, definitely larger text and more vibrant. I think so. Should we just take one out the sleeve? These have been sleeved forever. But yeah, look, it is more vibrant, this stuff on the left. The new stuff. Easier to see what's what. Because, especially with the major improvements, if you're sat at a different part of the table, you have to get up and have a good look. But I reckon you're going to see these much easier, aren't you, with the way they are like that. So, all in all, it looks really promising, doesn't it? Can't wait to set it up and play. That is the brand new version of Agricola from Mayfair Games this time. Where are you? There's your box. Quite a lot of significant improvements, I'd say. Great new artwork, and I like the jigsaw thing. Not quite sure about the folds, but at least it's not all going to be separating. Cards look great, bits look great. All in all, if you haven't played Agricola yet, I'd suggest playing it, because it is a fantastic game and tons and tons of replayability. That's Agricola. Thanks for watching. Hi there. I just thought I'd add this in on the end because it's actually surprised me. Normally you sleeve a game and that's it. You don't really see the results. I know that with some games that we played a lot of, one was Ogre Castle, wasn't it? And the cards, you visibly notice the decks getting thicker and thicker. I think it's all the grease and grime on the cards of general use cardboard separates slightly, and the card decks were getting bigger and bigger and harder to get into the packets, and so we ended up sleeving them. Now Agricola is a definite sleeve for us because you use the cards a lot and with the hand drafting and stuff. And I've just looked at our old set. Now look at the box. This game has probably been played more than I'd say any other game in our collection. Would you say?
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a game played more than Agricola. It's been played so many times, countless tens and tens of times, and I want to borrow the sleeves, just borrow for now until I can get some sleeves, because we're going on a little trip. So I wanted to borrow the sleeves to play the new game so we could protect them from new, and I'll buy some new sleeves. So I've took the sleeves off the old cards, and what surprised me is, look at this, they're like brand new. Now these cards are several years old, played with tons and tons, and look, they're just like brand new cards, because I'm taking them out the sleeves. And I was actually surprised. It just struck me at how well the sleeves protect the cards. So these I think are Mayday I use for these, and I know they're a bit iffy on the sizes sometimes, but FFG do, and Swan Panacea do great sleeves. But certainly, and these are the premium sleeves where you get 50 to a pack, not 100. The 100 sleeves, they all have their own merits. They'll keep the deck smaller so they won't slip over, but they're a bit crisp packety. But the premium sleeves are great. Exactly the same cards as well, size sleeves. So they fit in perfect, look. And away you go. And perfect. So, don't ask me which ones it is. I can't remember. I think they might be standard European, but don't quote me on that. I'm not positive. All I wanted to do is show the after effects of using sleeves for years. You end up with a deck of cards, if you do it from new, that still look new. That is perfect, isn't it? So yeah, so some although we like to get out the sleeving habit, if you're going to play a game that has cards that are going to get handled a lot and you're going to play that game a lot, then sleeve your cards. That's what I wanted to show. It's quite neat, isn't it? So yeah, thanks for watching.